Hi, my name is Singer, and this is Safran, Pollan, and Monson. We need to talk to you about climate change and our planet. If you learn the facts, our planet is dying from the abuses we have inflicted upon it.
The situation with our planet is getting pretty dire. It is nice to try and recycle, change your light bulbs, ride a bike to work, or drive a hybrid car. But did you know there is something you can do for the planet that would make a much bigger impact?
The massive consumption and production of animals and animal products is killing our planet.
Crap. I just sensed that half the people watching turned us off.
Many people immediately assume we have some moral reason for preaching vegetarianism. This is not true. We simply understand how harmful industrial animal production is to the planet.
One of the many reasons it is so bad for the planet is because they squish us all together in very small areas, so they can produce as much meat as possible, for as cheap as they can. The animals suffer terribly, and so does our planet. On the Centers for Disease Control website, it says, confined animal feeding operations typically hold hundreds or thousands of animals on small parcels of land. Confined animal feeding operations have become an increasing source of concern because of their impact on the environment.
In October of 2009, the former World Bank chief economist, Lord Stern, told UK's The Times the best way to save the planet is to give up meat. Meat is a wasteful use of water and creates a lot of greenhouse gases. It puts enormous pressure on the world's resources. Not to mention the poop. Where does all that poop go?
According to the National Resources Defense Council, huge waste lagoons, often as big as several football fields, are prone to leaks and spills. In 1995, an 8-acre hog waste lagoon in North Carolina burst, spilling 25 million gallons of animal waste. The spill killed about 10 million fish and closed 364,000 acres of coastal wetlands.
Nutrients and animal waste that get in our water contributes to what is called dead zones. One such dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico fluctuates in size each year, extending over thousands of miles. We are talking about completely dead areas. Nothing can live in them. This is not unique to the Gulf of Mexico either. Many dead zones can be found throughout bodies of water all over the globe because of this awful pollution from animal farms.
California officials identify agriculture as the major source of pollution in more than 100,000 square miles of groundwater.
The pollution and global destruction occurring because of the meat industry is ridiculous. According to a report by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, livestock farming is responsible for almost 20% of human-induced greenhouse gases, more than the entire transportation industry. That means eating meat is destroying the planet more than every car, truck, train, boat, bus, and airplane combined.
That same report also says, livestock now use 30% of the Earth's land surface. As forests are cleared to create new pastures, it is a major driver of deforestation, especially in Latin America, where some 70% of former forests in the Amazon have been turned over to cattle grazing.
What is going on? Why are people allowing this? If it is so bad, why doesn't anyone do something? Why don't people understand that this is not about just a hamburger? It is about caring about our planet and all the beings we share the earth with.
Unfortunately, we are dealing with very powerful industries who will sell you an image of cows relaxing in a green field. For the most part, that no longer happens. These animals are all squished together, fed antibiotics, hormones, and live most of their lives in filth, and are not healthy or happy animals. The circumstances of their lives is abusive, and no longer recognizes the value of living creatures, or our planet. Money is the only thing that means anything to them.
So, if we buy the products that kill the planet, then they get their money. Then we the people destroy the world. If that happens, we have no one to blame but ourselves.
We just have to keep telling people the truth. The people we are up against have a lot of power, and they are very hard to fight. They want you to believe those labels, with the happy farm animals and green fields. Industrial farms simply don't look like that.
I believe most humans are good and want to live a good and meaningful life. Maybe if they know how much damage the massive production of animals does, both for our earth and for animals, maybe they will stop.
I have seen too many people learn the truth, then turn around and eat a steak. No one really thinks it is their responsibility.
But it is everyone's responsibility. If you buy the products of global destruction, then you may as well just go cut down a section of the rainforest yourself, or dump chemicals and poop in your drinking water. Please don't just continue to make the mistakes we have made through the years. Our planet is worth caring about and worth saving.
As we said, going vegetarian or vegan helps the planet the most, but, according to Environmental Defense, if every American skipped one meal of chicken per week and substituted vegetarian foods instead, the carbon dioxide savings would be the same as taking more than 500,000 cars off U.S. roads. So, just because you may be absolutely determined you would never give up meat, even if you cut down, your positive impact could be significant. That is not too much to ask for the entire Earth, is it?
Be a voice for the Earth. Cut down on your use of animal products, or, better yet, go vegetarian. If you have a few minutes, watch one of the other videos on Dave's channel. People should be outraged and horrified at what is happening in this industry.
Please help save the world. It is really not as hard as you may think.
Always remember the choices you make every day do matter. Please help save the planet.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you.